have internal injuries.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 Recap, 10 Major Story Reveals. The Winter Pride allowed Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 to continue several previously unfinished stories, providing closure and the opportunity for a new connection. Warning, spoilers ahead, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The events of Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 continued storylines that had been dormant for several seasons in some cases, eventually delivering closure to some characters while reviving a sad history for others. The Winter Pride aroused intense feelings for some of the Station 19 firefighters and what it meant for their history, while others had to deal with life-changing circumstances that were completely unrelated to the episode's primary event. The Winter Pride, like any other call, promised painful drama, high-stakes discoveries, potentially life-threatening situations, and lots of action in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, True Colors. Andy continued to settle into her post as captain, and her pinning ceremony reinstated the custom of new captains being greeted by their firefighters' pranks, with the trials of Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, providing her with the opportunity to demonstrate her leadership abilities. Travis' issues with his father and faithfulness, as well as Maya's parental concerns and unexpected reunions with people from her past, all contributed to their tales taking center stage in the episode. Finally, an order from Mayor Osmond to Chief Ross revealed the terrible reasons for holding her, indicating his evil plans. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 2 stars Gray Damon as Jack Gibson, Danielle Saver as Maya Bishop, Carlos Miranda as Theo Ruiz, Boris Cajo as Robert Sullivan, and Jason George as Ben Warren. 10. Beckett's cooperation with Andy Captain really shows how much he has improved. Beckett's return to the firehouse redeems his behavior from Season 6. Josh Randall portrays Sean Beckett in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3. Although Station 19 Season 7, Episode 2 welcomed Sean Beckett back from rehab, Episode 3 reintroduced him to work. His conversation with Andy underlined the contrasts that had always existed between him and the rest of the firefighters. However, it also demonstrated how much Beckett had matured, fully accepting Andy as his captain and bearing no ill will despite her inciting a mutiny against him on a phone call before he opted to enter rehab. Even though Beckett was not a member of the primary team in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, his contribution demonstrated how much he had matured, not subjecting his patient to snide remarks or judgment but instead bonding with him through their faults. Beckett's relationships with fellow firemen and community residents demonstrated what he could have been in Station 19 Season 6 if he hadn't struggled with addiction at the time, implying that the new version of him could finally be a positive and well-accepted member of the firehouse. 9. Miranda is helping. Karina highlights the Station 19 family, which includes more than just firefighters. Without Station 19, they would simply be co-workers. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 stars Chandra Wilson as Miranda Bailey and Stefania Spampanato as Karina DeLuca. Station 19 frequently emphasized how much the firehouse was a second family to each firefighter, for the time they spent there and the unique ties they created. This was evident in the requests they made of each other, such as Dean asking Ben to be Prue's father if anything happened to him, and the fact that they frequently spent time together outside of work. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 demonstrated how the firehouse's approach influenced people closest to the firefighters, as Miranda would not have been as involved in Karina's family life without her connection to Ben and Maya. Miranda and Karina knew each other from their time working at Gray Sloan Memorial, but their greater friendship was only possible because Maya was a member of Ben's second family at work. They began their collaboration with the reproductive clinic since their values were compatible, and Miranda's assistance with Liam on her and Karina's days off proved vital and just what Karina needed when she couldn't rely on Maya's presence. Station 19's firefighters always saw Ben and Miranda as parental figures, and this sentiment was certainly shared by others. Otherwise, Karina would have sought assistance from someone else. 8. Andy's pinning ceremony cemented the true beginning of her captaincy. Station 19 Season 7 has slowly and steadily shown how good Andy is as captain. Jana Lee Ortiz plays Andy Herrera in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3. Andy's selection as captain of Station 19 would not necessitate the formation of a new type of camaraderie, as she had always been seen as the most qualified candidate for the position due to her talents and experience. However, the pinning ceremony recognized the beginning of her captaincy in a humorous and official manner, as it had always been done for prior captains and interim captains, offering continuity and tradition in the midst of transition, even though everyone expected and desired for Andy to become captain. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 also demonstrated how much Andy was prepared for and worthy of her new post, as evidenced by her reaction to the pranks, but even more so by her willingness to be open with any of the crew who could have had a problem with her being captain. Andy's directness, even-mindedness, and commitment to do her best to serve her team in any way she could were evident in every decision she made, demonstrating that Chief Ross made the proper decision in selecting Andy as captain when she did. 7. Maya and Karina's new life could rearrange Maya's priorities. Coping with new feelings of fear and guilt can lead Maya to leave the firehouse. Danielle Sever plays Maya Bishop in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3. Dee and Ben had already dealt with the prospect of becoming parents while working as firefighters, so Maya's preoccupation was not new. Maya's dilemma is complicated by her previous desire to do anything she could to advance in her job, including opposing parenthood at the time since she hoped to become a fire chief someday. Maya's struggles in Station 19 Season 6 transformed her perspective, reminding her of what she valued most, her connection with Karina. Maya's rejection of pitching herself as a future captain in Station 19 Season 6 demonstrated her seriousness in her shift of priorities. But having Liam and feeling bad for leaving Karina alone with him was a further step away from pursuing her career. Given Maya's affinity for firefighting in Station 19, she is unlikely to abandon it entirely. However, Maya's shift in priorities may have made her lack of interest in furthering her job more permanent, especially given her inability to deal with negative emotions consistently. 6. Mayor Osmond's orders to Chief Ross reveal his true colors. Osmond confirmed Chief Ross so that he can easily control her. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, stars Merle Dandridge as Chief Natasha Ross and Emerson Brooks as Mayor Robel Osmond. While Station 19's ending left Chief Ross's destiny uncertain, Season 7's debut revealed that the newly elected mayor chose to maintain Natasha as fire chief. However, his decisions appeared more calculating than a resounding affirmation of what Chief Ross stood for. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 eventually explained why Osmond chose to keep her as chief, and it had less to do with his reputation being harmed if he fired her for the controversy after she nearly perished in the ballroom floor fall and more to do with the scandal giving him an advantage. Osmond unquestionably supported some of Chief Ross's ideas, but when it came to serious issues like the budget, Osmond showed no desire to compromise, even threatening to dismiss Chief Ross if she didn't decrease the budget by 10%. Believing that maintaining her as fire chief would have gained him a yes-woman revealed that he didn't know much about Natasha, but while for the time being, Osmond has virtually pushed Chief Ross between a rock and a hard place that might change if she finds more allies among firefighters. 5. Maya's finding Mason can finally provide closure to her family's story. Finding him among the protesters complicates things, but it also brings him back into her life. Danielle Sever plays Maya Bishop in Station 19, Season 7, Episode 3-1. Maya had lost communication with her brother Mason for seasons, making their Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3 reunion all the more important, especially since she got some sort of closure when she told her parents she was marrying Karina in the Station 19 Season 4 finale. While her connection with her father was clearly strained, not knowing what happened to Mason left a crucial question unanswered, as Mason and Maya were very close while suffering from their father's abuse. 4. Theo's feelings for Vic are undeniable, even if Vic seemed to have moved on. Their breakup in Station 19 Season 6's finale was fueled by captaincy issues. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, stars Carlos Miranda as Theo Ruiz, Kat Cunning as Sienna, and Barrett Doss as Vic Hughes. Theo's reaction to Kate's joke and Vic's responses in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 1, hinted that something was off about his and Vic's split and subsequent hookup with Kate. However, meeting Sienna, Erica, and Jazzy in Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, revealed that Theo was still hung up on Vic despite their breakup. Theo never expressed a desire to reconcile, but his almost continual admiration for everything Vic did showed his feelings. Theo and Vic's conflicts in Station 19 Season 6 were not caused by their divergent paths but rather by Theo's disregard for Vic's psychology studies and his difficulties managing the stress of being interim captain. Even their breakup in the Station 19 Season 6 finale was motivated by their frustration with having to go through yet another pointless dispute, rather than a lack of love, transforming an impulsive sentence into a breakup. Theo's sentiments appear to have never left him, but unless he expresses them in Season 7 of Station 19, he will never know if Vic reciprocates. 3. Ellie and Travis breaking up can be beneficial for Travis if he works on himself. Travis needs to face his problems before dating Ellie or Emmett. In Station 19, Season 7, Episode 3, Rob Heaps plays Ellie Stern, while Jay Hayden plays Travis Montgomery. Travis' admission of hooking up with Emmett after reluctantly meeting his father and his new boyfriend demonstrated that Travis did not reveal the betrayal because he thought it was the appropriate thing to do, but because he willingly damaged the relationship, as Ellie alleged. Travis's dissatisfaction with the Winter Pride and his father's acceptance of his queerness were clear to everyone present, including Ellie, and while Ellie's words were strong, they were nonetheless effective. Although Travis's acts and Ellie's statements signified the end of their relationship, they can still represent something positive for Travis, especially given that he ruined all of his relationships after Michael. Travis can't avoid what Ellie and Vic believe and express, and while confronting those thoughts may be hard, doing so will only help him develop and feel better in the long run, both alone and in future partnerships. Chief Ross acknowledging Theo's captain skills may indicate a promotion. Theo's ability to work inside Station 19's team speaks well of him. Station 19 Season 7, Episode 3, stars Carlos Miranda as Theo Ruiz and Merle Dandridge as Chief Natasha Ross. While Theo's inconsistent behavior during Station 19 Season 6 was characterized by his complaints about Beckett and his role as interim captain, Season 7 showed him fully accepting his loss to Andy as captain. It's unclear whether Theo's measured attitude was influenced by everything that transpired at Firefighter Ball or his promotion from interim captain to lieutenant. But his behavior in Station 19 Season 7 was more reminiscent of the Theo who first arrived at Station 19. 1. Travis's father's apology can help him heal by acknowledging how much his behavior hurt him. Travis is the first step for Travis in their bond. Station 19, Season 7, Episode 3, stars Robert Curtis